All right, these are the angelic messages for the week ahead. Um, okay, so there is a rediscovery or a period of waiting where you're rediscovering or weaving the tapestry of this new phase of your reality. Okay. Um, for some of you guys, that your mission has been uncovered. You know exactly what you need to do moving forward. I feel like we've gone through a lot of planetary shifts recently. And so the consciousness of humanity is evolving to such a degree that people are finding a lot more clarity. They're becoming more conscious of the things that were previously unconscious. And now we can step into a new phase, and the pieces are just starting to come together. Okay. So begin focusing on the little small threads that you need to put together. Don't look for the big picture. Just allow things to start coming in and weaving in through you into your life to ground this mission that you've recently uncovered. Okay. So I'm going to pin this here. That's better. I don't have to hold it. All right. So they're saying don't give up. There may be a little more waiting because you're in a transition. Okay, that is the first message. And I feel that personally. So a lot of you guys may be in this limbo state. And that was covered in light body reading too. Like if you feel like that and it's like you can't get into your body, there's a need to ground and anchor. Some of you guys may need to shift into the upgraded chakra system. The only way to do that is to move these higher frequencies through the lower chakras into the earth gateway and connect to the evolved core. Okay. I have processes to help you with that if you want help. But that is actually being recommended here with the crystal skulls because it is the Ascension Stargate activation. We work with the 13 crystal skulls, the 12 tribes, as well as the planetary stargates to help you anchor in, okay, through that system. And so some of you guys are accessing 10D energies. You're really wanting to embody this higher density, these higher frequencies. But what happens is, and I actually had a conversation with someone this past week who is very, very evolved, like a ascended master on the planet. And we were talking about these energies he was accessing and bringing this into the body. And the body has to evolve because what happens is if you bring these high frequencies into the body before it's prepared for them, it will burn the system out. Okay. So you cannot reach those really, really high frequencies and channel them in until everybody, the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, all are cohesive, harmonized, and aligned. And then once all of those reach these higher frequencies, then you can start pulling these in. I work with this every single day. I see this dynamic happening with people. I've also in past lives experienced my entire system burning out because I pulled in frequencies that were too high, and I tried to utilize the nerve force to create in the world, which doesn't work. You will burn your system out. This energy is real, it's very powerful, and you have to be respectful and careful of it. Okay, so know that you have to go through this process of evolution, of clearing, of basically tuning the body to the higher frequencies before you can start pulling these in. Okay, that's that message. And then once you do that, then you can start grounding. So a lot of times what happens is the spiritual energies, the spiritual body actually has to decrease in frequency. And then you can pull the physical body and emotional body and mental body up. Okay, mental and spiritual are the highest, and then emotional and physical are the lowest. But a lot of times to get these harmonized, you have to drop the spiritual frequencies, get into the body, raise the frequency of the body, and then everything can align. Okay, we're seeing actually some dense energy in the mental body, and this has to do with the base chakra, your root chakra, security, foundations. So there is part of the reason why this energy is not able to ground is because you need to clear out your root, your earth star, and your earth gateway. Okay, so there's probably some family stuff there, inner child wounds, etc., that need to be cleared. Once those are cleared, then that chakra will open up and these higher frequencies can start coming in. But if that root chakra is blocked and bound from just dense energy, then these energies, the higher frequency energies, will not be able to come through your body into the ground, and they will get stuck in the physical body and start burning out the physical body. Okay, so you need to make sure those are cleared, opened. You don't necessarily have to go into everything and feel the pain, etc. You clear the energy and the blockages, get help and support with that. And like, I can help you with that. You can ask any quantum healer to help you with that. But if you get the help and support with that, they will help clear and transmute it so it's not so hard. As long as you don't resist the healing, it should be a pretty smooth process. Okay. So for some of, yeah, and then we get into accepting help and guidance. So instead of just trying to do everything alone, get some help with this. It's very, very beneficial. Okay. And then you can spend your time acclimating, integrating, resting. Literally, they said resting in nature. Okay. Transcendence, and allow yourself to lift up. Okay. So someone here may just feel really blocked. Someone here may just feel really blocked because they want to ascend, they want to transcend, they want to elevate, but they can't do it because they're trying to go up, 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 not realizing the body has to actually be included in that process. I've worked with people that haven't done any work on the body, but their spiritual frequency is really high and their physical reality isn't very fun. Okay, they feel like they're in 3D. They don't understand why. They know they've done the spiritual work, but still they're sitting in this kind of humdrum area of lack of growth, stagnation, etc. It's because of this root chakra. Okay, so if you're feeling that, you know you're connected, that has to be cleared out. Okay, allow yourself to be helped here. Okay, and get that cleared out, because once you do that, then you'll see this ascension. Then you can start activating the Merkabic structures, your higher light bodies, connecting to these intergalactic ley lines and cosmic energies, etc. Okay. Then once that is all done, then you will be able to begin building on a strong foundation, okay, your community, your reality, and begin consciously manifesting. Okay. If the root chakra is not open, you don't have access to the earth plane, you're not going to be able to manifest anything. Everything's up in the ethers. You're building blueprints, you're building cities of light, all sorts of miraculous things, but you can't bring them in because you're not grounding. To be able to consciously manifest, the root chakra, the earth star, and the earth gateway have to be open. Those energies have to move through you for you to ground. Okay. So if you have these ideas for the new earth and these advanced realities you want to create, they're already structured in the higher planes. They just have to be pulled through you. Okay. To do that, you have to clear the distortions and the dense energy in the root, and then they will be able to anchor in. Okay, I've seen this with people. Once they do that, they start working on the body. It's like this really, really fast movement of energies coming in. And I do feel like there's some energy in the astral. I'm going to actually ask a clarification on that. I kind of forced that answer because I don't think there was anything else, but I do feel like there's some fast movement. Let me see what this astral realm is. Rainbow Cord Diplomat. So I have August, December for dates, if anyone was needing dates. That's it. They don't want to say anything else about this. So astral realm, obviously, when you're working with these higher frequency densities, you shouldn't be hanging out in the astral realm. The astral realm is full of chaos. Okay. Work with the celestial realm. It's actually the 9th density is where you want to consciously manifest. It's the white misty realm. It's the heavenly realms, the celestial. It's in the 9th density. Okay. You connect to pure creative intelligence at the 10th density. That's where you create. Okay. So you'll be pulling that in. Make sure you are not working with the astral. But if you do work with astral, some of you guys could work with the astral, and that could bring in really fast movement because you created everything in the astral. So let me see. I feel like I need a little more information there. What is this? The astral fast movement catalyst. Radical change. So yeah, you need to shift out of the astral, take control, because the dense energy could be blocking you and it's sitting in the astral field. Okay, so that needs to be cleared. Once that's cleared, then you'll be able to connect to these cosmic energies and create really quickly. Okay, hope that was helpful. We'll see you next week.